Hi everyone. I hope your preparation for NABARD Phase 2 exam is going well. And I know that dealing with uncertainty can be difficult, but this is the time you have to give your best. If you're facing any difficulty with your preparation or any difficulty in writing the answers, please check out the courses that are offered by Clarity for sure. There are separate courses for English descriptive and also full mentorship for Phase 2 NABARD. You will also get test series, both subjective and objective. And if you have any query, please drop a mail at c4scourses@gmail.com. With that, let's start with today's video. Today we are going to discuss the previous year questions that were asked in 2023, only objective questions, because as you all know, previous year questions are really very important because they reveal the examiner's mindset and they will give us a direction as to which topics are more important for our preparation. So let's get started. The first question was based on PACS. There was a paragraph about PACS, and then these questions were asked. What does PACS stand for? This was pretty basic question, and PACS stands for Primary Agriculture Credit Society. Next. A national level committee comprising of experts and stakeholders drawn from all over the country constituted to formulate the new cooperation policy. So, who was the chairman of new cooperation policy? It was Shri Suresh Prabhakar Prabhu. Next question. The Government of India, in line with Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, approved a centrally sponsored project on 29 June 2022 for the computerization of PACS for a period of. So computerization of PACS, the scheme was started in 22-23 and it will run for 5 years. Next question. Which of the following is the implementing agency for computerization of PACS? It is NABARD. So the implementing agency was NABARD. So this topic was very important that year. Even for this year, this topic is really very important. So I've given the explanation here. The scheme is for 5 years from 22-23. It will run up to 26-27 to computerize 63,000 packs. And NABARD is the implementing agency. And this person is Suresh Prabhakar Prabhu, and he is the chairman of the 48-member committee that was constituted to formulate the national cooperation policy. Next question. Dash refers to the initial soil manipulation process after the last harvest aimed at breaking and loosening the soil to a significant depth. The primary goal of this operation are to prepare the land for planting by improving soil aeration, controlling weeds, incorporating crop residues, and facilitating moisture retention. So, the question is talking about primary tillage. Next question. Which equipment is used in wetland paddy cultivation? So, puddler is used. Which of the following is or are the objectives of puddling in rice? So, we do puddling in rice to create an impervious layer so that there will be no weeds and transplanting of the seedlings will be easy. The seedbed preparation is done and the soil and water conservation will take place. So, all of the above are the objectives of puddling in rice. So, this is puddling in rice operation. Puddling is nothing but it's a wetland soil management technique which is used primarily in the rice cultivation where the soil is worked into a soft, water saturated condition by repeated ploughing or harrowing. This creates a compacted impervious layer below the surface that helps retain the standing water in the field. And these are the objectives of puddling. Next, which of the following centers has been declared as the Global Center of Excellence for Millets, Shri Anna? So millets was quite in news last year because last year was International Year of Millets. So a question was expected from this topic, and the answer to this question is ICAR, that is Indian Institute of Millets Research, that is located in Hyderabad. Next. What is the EC and pH of saline soils? So last year, phase 1 and phase 2 both the papers were dominated by the soil science questions. So soil science, forestry, animal husbandry, agronomy, these are really very important concepts that you have to clear. So the EC, electrical conductivity of the saline soil will be obviously greater than 4, and the pH is less than 8.5, because if it's more than 8.5 it will be alkaline soil. So option A is correct. Next, dash is the process that leads to an excessive increase of water-soluble salts in the soil. The accumulated salts include sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium chloride, sulfate, carbonate, mainly sodium chloride and sodium sulfate. So it is salinization. Next, saline soil has dash grams per liter of sodium. It is 12 grams. So as you can see here, this table is really very important. For saline soil, the pH is less than 8.5 and the EC is greater than 4, ESP is less than 15. And for sodic soils, it is greater than 8.5, pH is greater than 8.5, EC is less than 4 and ESP is greater than 15. As you can see here, this is the saline soil. In arid areas, when there is evapotranspiration, the salts get accumulated on the soil and this is how it looks. Next, which of the following is a complex fertilizer? So DAP is a complex fertilizer. So fertilizers can be classified into straight, complex and mixed. Straight fertilizers are those fertilizers which have only one primary nutrient, that is nitrogen, phosphorus or potassium, like urea. And complex fertilizers are those which have more than one primary nutrient, like DAP. And mixed fertilizers are the physical mixture of straight fertilizers. Next question. Balangir is a breed of which of the following? So Balangir is a breed of sheep and its origin is Odisha. Next, in which type of intercropping two or more crops are grown and the second crop is cultivated before the harvesting of the previous crop? So this is relay intercropping, in which before harvesting the crop, we sow the second crop. This is the example of relay cropping, where the cotton is sown before harvesting the wheat. Next, which program has been announced in the Union Budget 23-24 with an outlay of Rs 2,200 crore to boost availability of quality planting material for high-value horticulture crops? It is Horticulture Clean Plant Program. So two schemes from the budget were asked last year. So budget and economic survey are really very important for phase 2. Next, which committee recommended the formation of KVKs? KVK's formation was recommended by Mohan Singh Mehta Committee. I've given the explanation here. Please go through this. Next, in which of the following culture systems more than one type of fish is cultivated? It is polyculture. Other question that was from the budget. Which new central sector sub-scheme was announced under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana in Union Budget 23-24 for the fisheries sector, micro and small enterprises, and envisages an investment of over Rs 6,000 crores in the next 4 years? It is Pradhan Mantri Matsya Kisan Samriddhi Sah Yojana. So these are the details about the scheme. Next question. How many days of wage employment is provided under NAREGA for scheduled tribe households living in forest areas? It is 150 days. So additional 50 days were given. Under the NAREGA, additional 50 days of wage employment are provided over and above 100 days in the areas that are affected due to drought and natural calamity. So for both scheduled tribe households living in the forest areas and also areas which are affected by drought and natural calamity, 50 days additional employment is given under the Act. Next question. Under the NAREGA Act, if the demanded employment is not provided to the eligible beneficiary within 15 days, the applicant is entitled to an unemployment allowance of at least dash of the minimum wage for the first 30 days and dash of the minimum wage thereafter for the remaining financial year. So For first 30 days, it is one fourth, and for the minimum remaining financial year, it is half, one half. Which among the following initiatives are organized at every ward and gram panchayat level at least once a month for creating awareness about the employment generation in rural areas? It is Gram Rojgar Divas. So the work should be provided within 15 days of the receipt of application, and as per the mandate of the act, at least 100 days of wage employment is given, and additional 50 days of wage employment is given to every scheduled tribe household in the forest area. And also, as per the provisions under section 3 clause 4 of Mahatma Gandhi Mgnrega Act, drought prone and natural calamity hit areas will be given additional 50 days of employment. And under section 7 clause 1, the daily unemployment allowance will be at the rate not less than one fourth of the wage rate of the for the first 30 days during the financial year, and not less than one half of the wage rate for the remaining period of the financial year. And Rojgar Divas is organized for demand registration and also for grievance redressal. Next, there was a paragraph on the National Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission, and they asked some questions on this. So they asked about the program, to identify the program that was mentioned in the paragraph. It was National Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission. And which of the following preventive measures have been taken as part of the program mentioned in the paragraph? Strengthening of screening and testing facilities, health promotion, awareness generation, and premarital genetic counseling, strengthening of laboratory services for diagnosis. So all the three statements are correct. Which of the following statement is correct with respect to the mission discussed in the above paragraph, that is National Mission on Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission? People from 0 to 18 years of age are eligible to avail benefit. It shall incrementally include the entire population up to 45 years as part of National Health Mission, and the mission aims to cover 7 crore people with screening, counseling for prevention and care for people with SCD in 3.5 years. So here the 45 years is wrong, it's 40 years, so the answer is 1 in 3 only. Next, the program mentioned in the paragraph aims to eliminate sickle cell anemia disease by which year? So the target is 2047. So I have given all the information about National Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission. Please go through this. Next question. Whom amongst the following persons are eligible to avail the benefits under PM Vishwakarma scheme? So Ramesh, who is a traditional wood rubber artisan, an artisan and his unmarried son involved in the wooden toy making, a girl tailor whose husband is working as government servant. So obviously government servant family is not included, he is not eligible, and an artisan and his unmarried son. So only one person per family is eligible, so this statement is also wrong. And Ramesh, who is a traditional wood rubber artisan, is eligible. So only statement 1 is correct. Next, which of the following persons can apply under National Overseas Scheme for SCs, a sub-scheme of umbrella scheme Shreyas? So Shreyas, as you all know, is a scheme to provide scholarship for higher education, and under this there is a sub-scheme called National Overseas Scheme for SCs. So the statements are: a person willing to do PhD from London, an undergraduate professional whose annual income is rupees 7.5 lakh, a person willing to pursue masters in science. The statements 1 and 3 are correct. 2 is wrong because undergraduate professional is not eligible. He has to be a graduate who is going to pursue masters or PhD overseas, and the income ceiling is 8 lakh. So 1 and 3 statements are correct. Next, which of the following scheme aims to provide the record of rights to village household owners possessing houses in inhabited areas called abadi in some states with legal ownership rights, property cards or title deeds? So This question is talking about the scheme Swamitva. Next question. Which scheme aims to provide financial support to street vendors to resume their livelihoods and help them become self-reliant? So this is a famous scheme favorite of NABARD, that is PM Swanidhi. So those were the 30 questions that were asked last year in phase 2 objective. I hope this video helped you to understand what kind of questions are asked in phase 2 and which topics are important. I will bring up the questions from 22 and 21 as well. And please continue with your preparation. Thank you so much.